start to feel unattached. Somehow always end up feeling bad. Baby, I'm not your dad. It's not all you want from me. I just want your company. Girl, it's obvious, elephant in the room, and we're part of it. Don't act so confused. You're starting it, now I'm in the mood. Now we're arguing in my bedroom. We play games of love to avoid the depression. We've been here before, and I won't be a victim. Why you always in the mood? Fucking around, acting brand new. I ain't trying to tell you what to do, but try to play it cool. Baby, I ain't playing by your rules. Everything the better with a view. Why you always in the mood? Fucking around, acting brand new. I ain't trying to tell you what to do, but try to play it cool. Baby, I ain't playing by your rules. Everything the better with a view. Why you always in the mood? Baby, I ain't better with a view. Why you always in the mood? Baby, I everything the better with a view. Why you always in the mood? Baby, I better with a view. Why you always in the mood? Baby, I everything the better with a view. So why you trying to figure love on the regular when you could be blowing up just on my cellular? I won't ever let a shorty go and set me up. Only thing I need to know is if you had enough. I'm talking slick back, kick back, gang sipping 40s. You keep playing that another day with your shorty. Mismatch fits, that was way before you know me. Got a lot of love, well you better save it for me. We play games of love to avoid the depression. We've been here before and I won't be a victim. Why you always in the mood? Fucking around, it's a brand new. I ain't trying to tell you what to do, but try to play it cool. Baby, I ain't playing by your rules. Everything the better with a view. Why you always in the mood? Fucking around, it's a brand new. I ain't trying to tell you what to do, but try to play it cool. Baby, I ain't playing by your rules. Everything the better with a view. Why you always in the mood? Baby, I ain't better with a view. Why you always in the mood? Baby, I everything the better with a view. Baby, I ain't better with a view. Why you always in the mood? Baby, I everything the better with a view. Yeah. Sweet dreams are made of this. Who am I to disagree? I travel the world and the seven seas. Everybody's looking for something. Sweet, sweet dreams of this. Who am I to disagree? Sweet, sweet dreams of this. Who am I to disagree? Some of them want to use you. Some of them want to get used by you. Some of them want to abuse you. Some of them want to be abused. Hold your head up. Keep your head up, moving on. Hold your head up, moving on. Keep your head up, moving on. Sweet dreams are made of this. Who am I to disagree? I travel the world and the seven seas. Everybody's looking for something. Sweet dreams of this. Who am I to disagree? Sweet, sweet dreams of this. Who am I to disagree? Hold your head up. Keep your head up, moving on. Hold your head up, moving on. Keep your head up, moving on. Sweet, sweet dreams of this. Who am I to disagree? Sweet, sweet dreams of this. Who am I to disagree?
Sexy guy, and all the boys don't know how to act. I think it's special what's behind your back. So turn around and I'll pick up the slack. Come here, girl. Come to the back. VIP. Drinks on me. Let me see what you're twerking with. Look at those hips. You make me smile. Go ahead, child. I'm bringing sexy back, bringing sexy back, bringing sexy back, bringing sexy back, sexy back, bringing sexy back, bringing Selección.
Easy now, no need to go down. Easy now, no need to go down. Rock that run, that is where we're from. Whoop whoop when you run, come around. 'Cause now you're the talk of the town, yeah. Now you're the talk of the town, yeah. Now you're the talk of the town. Whoop whoop when you run, come around. Whoop whoop when you run, come around. 'Cause now you're the talk of the town. Whoop whoop when you run, come around. Easy now, no need to go down. Just walking gently, and you're breaking a bone. Cool and deeply, you have a style of your own. The saxophone, does it sound like the top of the tone? Yeah, I'm a record when you run, come around. Yeah, make a move, make me whole body bubble. Let me know, say you're trouble when you're ready for the double. And hate that, nothing, make play with it a little. Why you're so not tickle? I'm telling you to hate that, nothing, make stay with it a little. Why you're so not tickle? I'm feeling them.
Wait up.
When you run, come around. When you run, come around. When you're the talk of the town. When you run, come around. When you run, come around. Easy now, no need to go down. Easy now, no need to go down. Walking gently and you're breaking around. Whoop whoop when you run, come around. 'Cause now you're the talk of the town. Whoop whoop when you run, come around. 'Cause now you're the talk of the town. Whoop whoop when you run, come around. 'Cause now you're the talk of the town. Now you're the talk of the town. Now you're the talk of the town.
I could stick around and get along with you. Hello, oh. It doesn't really mean that I'm into you. Hello, oh. Are you alright? But I'm here, darling, to enjoy the party. Don't get too excited, 'cause that's all you get from me. Yeah, I think you're cute, but really you should know. I just came to say hello. Hello. I'm not the kind of girl to get messed up with you. Hello, oh. I'ma let you try to convince me to. Hello, oh. Oh, it's alright, I'm getting busy, just enjoy the party. It's okay with me if you don't have that much to say. Kinda like this game, but there's something you should know. I just came to say hello. Hello. Are you alright? I'm here, darling, enjoy the party. You're alright, I'm here, darling, enjoy the party. You're alright, I'm here, darling, enjoy the party. You're alright, I'm here, darling, enjoy the party. 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 I just came to say hello. I'm not the kind of girl to get messed up with you. Hello, oh. I'ma let you try to convince me to. Hello, oh. Oh, it's alright, I'm getting busy, just enjoy the party. It's okay with me if you don't have that much to say. Kinda like this game, but there's something you should know. I just came to say hello.
Coupe, picture my side, it's a movie. Huh. Blue cheese, I swear I'm addicted to blue cheese. I gotta stick to this paper like loose leaf. Bitch about my chicken like it's a two-piece. You can have your bitch back. She a groupie, she just swallow all my kids in a two-seat. My side is a movie, huh? Blue cheese, I swear I'm addicted to blue cheese. I gotta stick to this paper like loose leaf. Bitch about my chicken like it's a two-piece. You can have your bitch back. She a groupie, she just swallow all my kids in a two-seat. Blue cheese. Blue cheese, I swear I'm addicted to blue cheese. Smoking the Zaza, go straight to the Mata. Then I'm up in the chopper, I'm hitting the cha-cha. Then I'm up in his lata, then he dancing bachata. Smoking the Zaza, go straight to the Mata. Then I'm up in the chopper, I'm hitting the cha-cha. Then I'm up in his lata. My side is a movie, huh? Blue cheese, I swear I'm addicted to blue cheese. I gotta stick to this paper like loose leaf. Bitch about my chicken like it's a two-piece. You can have your bitch back. She a groupie, she just swallow all my kids in a two-seat. Smoking the Zaza, go straight to the Mata. Then I'm up in the chopper, I'm hitting the cha-cha. Then I'm up in his lata, then he dancing bachata. Blue cheese.
What's going on, baby? Welcome back to Wall Street Sessions. We got a special guest here in the building. We got the youngest man straight out of Valcom. I hope he's feeling good. Hope he's ready for this one. But we thought ending off the week, having the two G's in the building. Kribonachi Kawasaki. How you doing today, my brother?
Hey man, it's Friday. Let's get it going, yeah.
Hey, Chad, I hope you guys are ready for it. It's going to be a good one. Apologies. Bonanga some stuff to sort out, Chad. He says he'll be back on Monday. So obviously he's not here this afternoon with us. But again, I think it's already been quite a good week. Been a bit of a choppy week, but somehow still been good. So we're going to see what happens here. But again, the vibe's up. It is Friday. Hopefully we can at least redeem ourselves as South Africans. Yeah, we can have a good week. Tomorrow the Bokke can actually look like they can play rugby again, and then hopefully we can have a good weekend, not feeling like I just blew my trading account. But Chad, without it, your due to trading, your hair is fine.
Is he talking about my hair?
I think so. I don't know what they...
Chad, I actually, after this morning stream, went home quickly to sort out my garage. So I'm actually in work clothes here.
Nah, the man was doing some work there.
Hard labor clothing.
Chad, but again, we have passed that 90.5, the road. as I said, we are closer to 20k, and as officially as we get closer to that 24-hour live stream. So again, it's going to be very, very quickly. But if you are new, please drop a like, subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. I mean, at the moment, just 150 of you guys. So again, if you'd be greatly appreciated if you drop a like on this video. It helps the algorithm do those algorithmic things over there. So without further ado, we're going to get into it. And starting off, as always, we're going to start off with a prayer. And Chad, if you guys don't mind, so let's sign it for a little bit, and then we'll carry on with the vibes. So everyone, let's bow our heads. Dear Jesus, we come to you today for the final session of these markets, where we come together as a community to praise you, worship you, thank you. Every single day we come here counting our blessings. In these type of weeks, these more difficult and challenging weeks, we think about all the tough times, we think about the hard times, and a lot of times I think when we go through the difficult times is actually when we need to be praying the hardest. And a lot of guys misunderstand that. They want to pray there and pray, and as things start to come out, they forget about it. But the biggest thing with this is we need to still be praising you. We still need to be worshiping you when you do start to uplift us, when you take us and raise us higher than we even thought possible. Once we have those blessings, we need to keep thanking you for those blessings, that you gave us the gift to do this, and always forgiving us for when we do misstep, for when we do go off track and lead a different lifestyle than what we should. So as we come to you today on this Friday, we want to pray to you that you can be there with us, hold us, guide us, protect us, be with our loved ones, our families as we go into the week. Again, make sure no one gets into anything they shouldn't be doing, keeping us on that righteous way. And we're going to pray this in your heavenly name. Amen.
Amen, amen.
Chad, so with all you guys that are there, do us a favor and drop us amen, because we know where there's more than a two, he is here and present with us. But Chad, let's get right into it. So starting us off with the fundamental chat. Now, if you guys see over there, the big thing today, I think 4 o'clock if I'm correct. I did see somewhere that he was on a little bit. I don't know if he's a little pre-talk, he's getting himself amped up or something. But 4 o'clock, we have Big Daddy Powell coming out. So maybe we'll even see a little bit what he's talking about there. And then later on at 6 o'clock, but obviously we will be gone at that point, then we've got Trump speaking. So we've got the two lovebirds following each other shortly afterwards. So we'll see what happens there. I'm pretty sure whatever Powell says, you can almost put money on it. Trump's going to go and contradict him after the fact. But we'll see what happens there. Maybe Powell gives us some volume to end off the week. So let's go to the charts and see what's happening there. Starting off with the dollar. Let's have a look here. Now you guys know we kept that neutral outlook. Why did we keep neutral? So we went from a bearish to neutral purely because why? We held that area of support, got above it, and then we stayed neutral because why? We wanted to see us trade up to that monthly pivot. Once we were at that monthly pivot, see what price is going to do off of that area. And as you can see, we had a nice test there. Big pullback. Now, I'm not going to pull this over. That was a consolidation zone. I don't really want to include that. But the big thing for us is there's two ways to look at that. We have the monthly pivot, which was the top of our zone we wanted to see being tapped. And secondly, on daily trends, you always don't want a Friday being a pullback to the end of your week. So you can see that also coming into play. So quite a neutral outlook here. But again, if we look on the lower time frames, Asia highs, quite a lot of confluencies, Asia highs, daily R1, monthly pivot, all acting out strong. Asia lows, we are just shy of that retest, but also underneath previous daily highs.
Keeks, I don't want to put on that chat maybe. See, there's just a blank little spot there.
Can I just move it down?
Yeah, you can just drag it down, yeah.
There you go, my brother. Just for you.
Sorry, man.
There's the chat over there, just for you.
Sorry, Keeks. Sorry, man, I had to be that guy. I do apologize.
But, Chad, as I was saying there, so again, confluence is adding up. We're going to see that dollar weakness come back into play. So we're going to monitor that for the rest of the day. Going over to NASDAQ, a big one over here for us. We've been talking about this whole week being bearish, and it has been a great week if you have stuck to the bias this time around. Same idea, monthly pivot coming into play. Now, two things for me here. Yesterday, we did have the sell-off, but didn't take out the low or the high, so pretty much inside day, and still holding that monthly pivot. So now, when we look at this again, we talk about Friday, reversal, daily trends, so on, so on. You can see two things. We took out the previous daily low, and we're holding that monthly pivot with that key area again. So good chance, as much as we do want to take note of this, if we continue to hold above this area, two things for me. Asia lows has been obviously tested with
jams.
We're gonna see now, bro. We're back.
Let's go resume stream.
I didn't ask me that.
Go to live.
We already, yeah, bro. We're back
Oh,
here.
we're back. Oh, we're
I'm
back.
just, I'm getting things back up here, but we are.
Oh, shit. We are back.
Let me just, I need to get everything back up. Where's your, what the hell is this thing now? Oh, that's that thing. Get out my face. Your brio, there we go. I need the chat box before Chris is gonna.
Hey, the chat is important. This is quite a vibey playlist, Geeks. You gotta send it to me, bro.
I'll do that for you, bro. Alright, Chad, I'll be back. Are we back?
We are
back.
We are so back, baby.
There we go.
Look
We're
at
back,
us.
baby.
Look
So
at
back.
us. Look at us being back.
Alright, Chad, I don't know what happened there. This PC had a little bit of a fit there. But as I was saying, over to US 30 and with, was it on US 30 or was it on NASDAQ still? Yeah. NASDAQ. The big idea, yeah, if you guys have been trading with us, you want to see what's going to happen after these moves. So holding this area, two things are going to happen. You're either going to see this holding the EQ and daily pivot, and Asia highs, sorry, and continue massively aggressive to the top side. Otherwise, if it fails and it breaks into Asia highs again, holding that EQ, I'm going to see a big sell-off coming and going for that wick fill to the downside. So we'll just monitor that over there. Going over to US 30. Let's have a look at US 30 having a massive pullback. Bro, I swear the chat box is on before you're going to say something. That is on.
I didn't say anything.
I'm just saying,
No,
because
no,
I can
no,
see
no,
it's not loading there. But US 30, big one. I'm still going to actually say I'm a bit more bullish here, Chad. You've had the move to go bearish, holding the weekly pivot, massive move to the downside. We obviously wanted to see this candle to the left here. I told you, bro. But we're going to just see what's going to happen over here now. Big thing is holding the weekly pivot as well, trading back bullish again. Same idea if you think of everything else we were talking about, seeing that move, good chance you could see this then pump to the top side. You had Asia highs, Asia lows, fake out to the downside, weekly pivot retest, back above the EQ, and the rest is history. So as we can see here, if you had to look at Chad, this would have been your grubber play today. For people that are still sleeping on the grubber, Asia highs, Asia lows, retest, sweep of the lows. Once you finally got back in, this was now your test of EQ, trading back in. So that would have technically, funny enough, you wouldn't have entered because that is on the EQ, so I would have entered there. That would have been it. Technically now you back in the Asia range after your sweep of the lows with the EQ play. That would have been the grubber position there for me. And again, very simple, 1 to 2 or your 1 to 3, and the rest is history. So the grubber really had a very, very good week this week, but we're going to see what else happens here. So again, same idea, previous daily high. If US 30 doesn't sell off at this area, previous daily high or the psychological 45, going to be a trending day, and probably see US 30 run all the way back up to the top side. So just watch out for that. Now going back to gold. Now Chad, we're gonna have a quick chat here. If only there was a guy who said gold was bearish, and we had to take a bit of a neutral position.
Keegan, you
back
cannot,
over here now.
Keegan, you cannot say that. Who's this guy that said it was
bro.
bearish?
These furus out here.
Who's this guy?
Chad, let's just have a moment here. Let's just look here where we wanted to scale in on this position. Hey.
Yeah.
But let's focus on the other position.
Okay.
Traded a bit down, monthly pivot underneath here, holding that bearish momentum. Big thing is going to be keys reshuffling again. But again, we can see that again. Armand, you paying attention, my brother, because quite clearly gold selling, indices bullish. We're seeing that reshuffle. But holding daily S1, we won't expect volume here. Big thing with gold today, I don't want to see it if it gets above Asia lows and that monthly pivot, that's where it can trend back up bullish again, especially Asia highs untested. But as long as we're down, yeah, I want to see the moves. Personally, I wouldn't take any sell positions now because it's kind of chop city over here. You would have wanted to be in those positions earlier. For example, the first break underneath the monthly pivot, and either then Asia lows. So once you had the retest, things like this, that's where you would have wanted to take your positions, not really down here at the low of the day. So a little bit other than that, I wouldn't take anything now in gold. So I'm going to focus on US 30 on that. But Cribbo, Over to you,
Is it me? Is it me? All right. So, chat, I've got a laptop and a PC here to manhandle. Yo, Kiga, am I sitting high or let me just get this screen? Oh, yeah. Good chat. Just give me 1 second there. There we go. There we go. That is much better. Okay. See there, Keeks. Multitasking. Laptop.
I see this, bro. You look like a trader now. You look like these
Hey,
gurus.
bro. No, I look like I can do something here. Alrighty, Chad. Dollar index, as mentioned this morning, we are now back inside of this range. Unfortunate thing, we took the previous daily high, failed to hold above it, so we're going to need to see what is going to happen now. There's that previous daily high untested. There's that key zone. So is this just a pullback during London for it now to run during NYSE? I think everything will be decided at that zone right there. So if we hold here, beautiful, then the next roadblock is going to be that previous daily high, and then we can see some bullishness on this bad boy. US 30 on the daily, as mentioned, we are still effectively bearish, but now starting to trade above that previous daily high. Is this now ready to do a shift here? Previous daily high. Okay. Is this ready to run to the upside? Okay, there's your point of control. Beautiful. Asia highs tested there. Asia lows never tested. Previous daily high. So I'm going to say everything is going to hinge around this zone right here, Chad. If we fail to hold above it, I will go short on this for another retest on Asia highs. If we hold above it, we can see a potential continuation, but rejections there is going to give me the idea that we can go short. All right. NASDAQ, this trade proudly brought to you by Gino in cooperation with the 513 that we took this morning on NAS. I actually took some profits there at Asia highs a little bit earlier. The point of control was there. Started to look a little bit choppy there, and I don't want this to come all the way back down here because Asia lows is still effectively untested. So what I'm looking at here for NASDAQ is that if we can hold this point of control and Asia highs and the EQ, this thing can drive to that average daily range or 75% of it. Otherwise, what's going to happen is if we start trading back inside of the Asia range, I would expect a test of Asia lows. Okay, that is the idea we've got here. Gold. Gold. Okay. We mentioned daily is bearish. We want to see gold trade into this zone right there. I almost thought this guy said I love gold. Previous daily low taken, not holding below. All right, chat. So what we could see here potentially is gold trade bullish now while we hold this previous daily low. Otherwise, trading back below, we are going to see that move into 33.15. Otherwise, the idea is still the same for me. If we can regain this level here, previous weekly low, trade above there, we can see the longs into the daily flip area. But yeah, you German 30, Kigo. German 30, ladies and gents. Is this the day where it's going to start trading now to the upside after testing that area there? I don't know. But we will find out here today. Let me just chalk that. Yo, you guys set the sensitivity on this thing to 5,000.
What's that?
The sensitivity on this mouse.
Bro, I haven't even come to when else I use that PC.
Alrighty, previous daily high, struggling at that previous daily high, failing to hold above. So we could actually see price going bearish and back into that daily zone. I wouldn't be surprised. This has been a very, very weird, not even a weird week. It's been chop. That is what I can say. But Kigo, that is the rapid fire analysis from me, my brother.
Oh. Hold on. Just before we get started, bro.
I know it's for the contract. Just mute there quickly.
All right, Chad. Let's get ready. That is it. Markets open. The penultimate round. Round 10. Ding, 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 ding. Fight.
Round 1.
Let's see what's happening here.
Just imagine we had a chat box on the stream.
Bro, it would be crazy, eh? It would be mental.
Who chalked the chat box?
Don't get me, bro. I don't know what happened there. This PC's having a moment.
Oh, Nas going down. Oh, shit, Chad. Nas is going down.
Chad.
Wait, cheers, cheers.
Here we go. It's Friday, baby.
Cheers, cheers. Damn, Nas. Holy moly. Straight down. Where's my phone, bro? Let's see if we can execute. US 30 on an absolute rampage, Kigo.
Chad, as I said to you guys earlier, it can be a very, very big trending day to the top side for US 30.
US 30.
Keep in mind, half an hour we have Big Daddy Powell talking.
Okay. Retest of the daily flip there on Nas.
US 30 hit my TP almost before the open. Hey.
Who's that?
There's arm.
Hey! Zami. Zami Bunami. Zam getting some of that POC in.
US 30 is going to be a big day. Oof. Guys, there's a part of me that wants to sell gold now.
Kigo. Part of you that wants to sell gold. While it held the previous daily low. And it's about to trade above the previous weekly low. US 30. There's a part of me that wants to buy a NASDAQ. There is a part of me.
Is there not a part of you that bought NAS already?
No, but I think I missed it. You know why I want to buy it.
Had to buy in US30 after break and retail at highs and just hit BE and rocket. Part of me wants to sell on US30. Woo!
Dan.
I'm not going to say it's the worst idea, but it's a very dangerous game to play.
Let's check your...
Chris, we're going to play a little game here.
What is it called?
I wanted to sell gold,
Yeah.
so let's buy gold.
Oh, yeah. Let's do it.
We put it to the test here.
Okay, so you wanted to sell gold, so now you're going to buy it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're buying it now. Are you buying now?
I'm thinking, bro. I'm thinking.
Okay,
You're pressuring me, yeah.
Keegan wanted to
Okay, I
sell,
bought.
but he bought.
Yeah. You understand the logic there, Chad, okay?
And you're going to target that daily flip area. But this is the 200, yeah, broski.
So, we're going to put my own logic against myself here. For educational purposes. Because we also still count as retail. So, if retail says I want to sell here, then I should buy here.
Brave, this thing sells now.
What?
I know, but it can't sell.
But now, what if it was like a case of I wanted to sell, so it knew I would do the opposite, so I would buy, but then I should have actually sold.
And then you actually sold to make people think you bought. Clever.
You see there, bro.
Big brain energy.
Big brain. Because when I put it on the screen here now, people are going to be like, there's his stop loss. Markets are going to go there. But then actually, that's my TP.
Chewaza.
Big brain energy here, Chad.
I like the way you think.
You got to mess the system.
I like the way you think.
Cheat the system, Chad.
Did you really buy? Bro, I thought you were joking. Kigo. Oh shit, Kigadarius. Yes, bro, I missed that NAS. Holy smokes.
Chad, I'm just saying that you guys, you also the logic behind this trade. Hedge it. Chris buy, key sell, best profit split.
Yeah, full Morgan. Pro NAS, yo. Check
Go to you.
check on your special layout. Go to NASDAQ. Check where it goes. Check that. Because I was looking at US30 running, and this was still below the lows. Kigo, are we not gonna sell US30?
Quote my logic.
Quote my logic, hey, Chadonia.
Told you, Chad. You just gotta mess with the system.
Kiggs, is that when the market makers watch the stream as well?
Yeah, bro.
I dig it. I dig. What's that guy up to? Quip my logic.
right, Chad. There you guys have it. Smooth. Actually, whoa.
Did you screenshot it?
I did. I was going to. I
Yo.
literally was like, whoa, I'm going to jinx myself. Yeah,
Yo, you can never do that,
You
Keeks.
can't, bro. You
Bro.
can't. The minute you jinx that, close the position.
Rather close it. As soon as you go for the screenshot, it's... Yo, Chad, never do that.
Yeah. There we go, Chad.
Never.
Currently, 30 pepperonis up. If this is you, you could have half of your week paid for already. More than half of your week paid for.
Yo. You had me nervous there for a bit. I saw when you
I was like-
when you double grip, and I was like, Keeks. As soon as you went for the double grip, I knew this man is catching on cock now. Yo, Keeks.
Chad, we are break even on this trade.
You can never go for the double grip while you're in the trade.
All right, Chad, we
Yes,
break
dude.
even, baby. So there we go. But the gram needs it.
Oh.
So
Except
whatever
for the
happens
guys
now.
that's in drawdown, take a screenshot for a reversal. That, Carl, you see, Carl's starting to get the logic kicks.
Yeah, there we go.
If you in
Quip Logic
drawdown.
must be on the next 2G's merch.
Quip logic.
Nah, Chad, that's the thing. Yeah, there we go. Chad. TP. Look at that. Done. Dusted.
Now screenshot it now.
Whew.
Screenshot it now. There we go.
There we go.
Nice.
Done and dusted, baby.
You had me nervous there for a bit.
Done and dusted. That's how you do it, Chad.
There Nas goes. Ay. Alright, but that's fine. That is fine with us. We will.
All right, Chad. W's, baby. W's. Finishing the week strong. Just when you thought we...
Stretcher.
Just when you think an old dog there can't show you new tricks, bro.
Who's the old dog here now?
I'm the old dog, bro. You got younger
Okay,
somehow. I don't know
okay,
how that
okay.
freaking worked.
Dude, that photo actually looked like I went back in the
People... Hey, it's our buddy, bro.
Hey, yeah. You can answer
Wait.
that. Answer, I'll handle you. Just ask, maybe it's urgent. Alright, Chad. Keeks, didn't put it on my screen. Let's put it on my screen there. Keeks almost became a statistic of that screenshot. 100% of that. Alrighty, Chad. Jermaine 30. Previous daily high. What is it gonna do here? Jermaine. Is Gino in the chat? Where's Gino? Hey, Incognito. It happens. I do believe some strategies that trade continuation style work well in certain markets, and then some strategies that trade more range bound work well. Is Gino in the chat? Where's Gino, ladies and gents? Gino. Ladies and gents, can Gino please come to the front desk? Gino, the only Poloni from Benoni. Chad, you guys have to say thank you to Gino for this one. Gino is in Prodigy. Yeah, he is. That's true. I follow the trend. Yeah, I've seen it. some strategies do very well during the primary leg of a trend, and then some strategies struggle during that secondary leg. Yeah, this is where you need to realize, okay, if the market is doing this, exactly what US 30 is doing. I mentioned to you guys this morning, and I said, even though we are trading down, I said the primary leg is still to the upside. So I don't know if you guys remember from this morning's session. I think I showed you guys the badger. No, was it the peacock? Where I said if you look at this leg, and if you look at this leg, which one looks to be the stronger one? Obviously, this one looks stronger. And I mentioned at some stage you're gonna get that next leg up, and yeah, this is where if you take one loss, call it a day. In all of this, look at this, all of this here. This here can chop you to pieces. Where's Gino? Gino, if you are here, I'm going to give you something, my brother. But if you're not here, I cannot give it to you. Gino Bedino. Gino. No, we're going to send Gino an account. We're going to send Gino an account for that W. But Gino needs to be here. Where's Gino? I don't see him. Gino Bedino. We can see Gino is in the chat. How the heck? I can't see Gino. Alright, ladies and gents, Gino nowhere to be found. I can take it. Shame, Gino. We'll give it, say, 4 more minutes if Gino doesn't come. If Gino doesn't rock up, then we can definitely do an account giveaway today. Brian hasn't stamped his timestamp this afternoon. Anyone seen Brian? Where's Brian? I know Brian is always here on the edges, lurking, ready. No, I'll give it to Gino. Don't stress. Just remind me if I forget, because I've got 4 million things on my mind every single day. Where's Brian? Evan, how must I go ask Equity Edge and Comet Capital for a free account since you're supporting them? I can take it on his behalf. Hey, Chad, you guys. Naughty. Hey, Brian, we can't give you something, brother. What do you give to a man that already has got everything? I'll send you a roll of toilet paper. That's the only thing I can send you that's going to be useful for you. Send me an address. I want to send you some toilet paper. Nah, bro, that's not Gino. That's Ed. That's Ed, bro. You know what gave it away? That profile pic, I think, was one of your first accounts you watched the stream on. Just the Edski. Ed lurking there. Nah, bro, I think Gino took profits on this pop here and he's out. He's out for the weekend. He was like, let me take it, I'm running. What's up?
It's been days I haven't slept. I wish you were here instead of dreaming when you hold me. It's been weeks I don't forget all the things that you would say. Now I'm lonely. You say not for long. I miss you, darling. I want you badly, but baby, don't you know? Now I'm lonely.
The ideas almost daily. Hey Tariq, I love that. Hey, now everybody's got a trade idea.
What? Quote my logic in the Joburg offices with snowplow.
You know he's talking about.
Yeah.
Yes, Brian. Brian says the man has got a nose like a snowplow. Yo, Brian, you're wrong, my bro. And me laughing at it is just as wrong. But
Wait, hold on. But now here's a question for me, bro.
yeah.
So, if the car was his
Wait. What story are we on now?
on in Joburg, if that Porsche was his,
Yeah.
why does he not have the Porsche anymore when he left the company?
Hey, Kiki, what are you asking now, my brother? Kiki, what are you asking now?
Like I'm just saying, if
Kiki.
someone's got to
Keegan.
ask the uncomfortable questions, bro.
I'm guessing. Are we gonna put a side bet on how long he's with this little stint?
He's gone before the end of the year.
Yeah, I wanted to say 4 months. Yeah, okay,
Before the
definitely.
end
Yeah,
of the year.
definitely. 4 months.
So, Cribber, here's the question, brother.
Yo, what's up, my G?
Did you hit TB there yet?
Bro, I'm out of the trade. I told you. I exit the trade to give the other guys the liquidity. Did I not exit at Asia Eyes? Brother, you saw what happened on my account this morning. I'm just gonna show you. I'm just gonna show you that section. Bro, there. Bro, that there. Yeah, how much would that have been? Wait.
Cribber, don't worry, brother. I think on the weekend we're gonna have a boot camp, you and me. I'm gonna teach you the logic. Then you're good, bro. Then you're good.
The logic. Logitech. Where's Gino? I don't. Gino! Keys, just blow the horn there for Gino. No, number 4 on the. Kigo. Alright, Gino. Gino, please email support@vaultfunder.trade. I'm going to give you an account for free, my brother.
Wait. What did Gino do?
Gino gave us this trade this morning. He asked me, Kribo, is this not a 513 trade? And then look there next to you, Keeks. There's a little piece of paper there with 513 on.
Yeah.
And then we read through all of it, and we were like, oh shit, Gino, you're right. This is actually a buy. And we took it. And we said that's where the TP is going to be.
Damn!
So
when the
Gino,
student becomes the master.
Keeks, I don't know. That's why I say, don't judge me. Judge my mentees. Don't judge my trading.
Wait, what does this one do? Nothing. What does this one do? Hey.
That's why, Chad, that's why you've seen Brian absolutely killing it. One of my best students that I've ever had.
Hey, there we go, Brian.
Brian, absolutely. Yeah, Gino, sorry, man. Just send a screenshot of your YouTube username where you're currently logged in.
There we go. Well done, Gino.
Then also send your... also send your... what's the name? Your email address for Vault Funder. All right. Now, Chad, Brian, Keeks, be honest. Brian is definitely one of our best students. He is now on the level of, I can honestly say, we can now sit together around the table as equals.
Yeah, when he gets to the tax bracket, bro, then that's...
Fatality.
When I started, I looked at Brian as a student, and now I look at him as equals.
Yeah. Chad, have you ever seen that student? Brian's that student when he's like, oh, for Christmas, he's like, bro, you know what? You deserve this Lamborghini Urus. Like, I'm going to gift you this Urus for this knowledge you've given me. Oh, it's your birthday. He has a Rollie, bro. Yeah, he has a Rollie for your birthday.
Oh, you guys have an IB link with XM. You know what? I'm going to put my main account there. That's the type of guy Brian is.
Bro, don't even worry about buying that Valentino Rossi helmet. I'm going to give it to you, bro. That's what friends do. That's what students that become friends, that's what they do.
I still remember, Keeks, that first time Brian phoned me and he said, Chris, he's like, I've done well in my life, but I can only do so much tax loss harvesting. Help. And I said, Brian, I'm here for you, my brother. We tweaked a few things, put a few lines on his charts, and he's now actually at the stage where he asked me, he's like, the other day, Keeks, Brian asked me, he's like, Chris, I cannot lose. I just cannot lose. Just help me because I cannot be paying all of this tax money. That's why I actually flee now to... he fled out of the country to Britain. So he's actually trading there off his girlfriend's account. And then he's paying in crypto back into his crypto wallet just to evade some of the tax.
Bro, things you have to do when you... That's what, Chad, you guys actually think we are in SA at the moment, but the real thing is that's why
that's a
like
set
these
behind it.
Furies always look at us and they'll be like, that's how you break the algorithm. I'm gonna have a black studio, and then when they do that, they go check the algorithm next week, and then they're like, oh shit, guys, now they've got a green wall, now they've got a white wall. What the hell's going on? And then that's the thing, guys.
And that's the blue wall.
The studio moves. So actually, you guys just don't know it. But at this time, we actually sitting here in the Bahamas. We're just waiting here. Chris is... That's why the hair's a bit messy, guys. He's lying to you actually about the beach thing. I mean the garage thing. He was actually at the beach. So he just came out, quick dry of the hair.
Oh, damn. Oh, shit. Powell's going to start speaking now.
Oh, Powell.
I want to sell NASDAQ, Kigo.
Yeah, Chad. It's just crazy what you can do with AI these days. Make Benoni great again. There we go. Chad, remember, whenever you think life's impossible, just look at this boy straight out of Valcom and what he could do. Take it on the wall.
Kigi, what are you doing to me here? Kigs, you're wrong for that, my bro. Yo, you're wrong for that.
It's insane to trade demo as an individual, but to involve the whole family, that's crazy. The fact I know exactly who that's about, bro.
Wait, who is this?
Our favorite.
Oh! Joash.
Chad, look at me. I just made 600K. Yay!
Who's
Man.
that now?
Him, bro.
Joash.
Bro. The man looks like he's a little cartoon character, the way.
Bro, that man lives in a dream.
And then his wife sits there. She says, you made 600K. but you can't buy me a Louis V bag. What's wrong with you?
Bro, I love how committed he is to that demo account. He's like, he loves it, bro. He's like, he really shows passion. I have to give him some respect for the amount of passion he shows for that little.
But that's the thing, bro. How does he get so happy
for
let's say making 400k, but then when he loses $1 million, doesn't flinch? Guys, it is what it is. You see, unfortunately, it's part of the game. We lost the bar today. We'll come back stronger tomorrow.
I'm feeling comfortable.
Actually, I'm going to come back in 2 hours and I'm going to make 2 million. But
oh yeah,
it's part of the game.
I want to blow my account here.
Woo! Chad. Woo! Are any of you guys in gold still? Woo! Look at that thing, Chad.
Bro, Powell hasn't even said anything. I don't think Powell has even started speaking.
Chad, I'm still holding gold bars. Chad,
Bro.
catch me same time next week. We're going to be doing a 4-hour boot camp on the logic to make sure you catch these trades. Trading with logic and you just caught 150 pips just like that. That's a CPI event just using logic. One of the greatest trading strategies. Going to change the game in the next 90 days. You don't want to miss out, Chad. Make sure you're there.
Bro, has Powell even started speaking, my bro?
Bro, this thing is... It's a good day, guys.
He's only starting to speak now, eh?
Yeah. Bro, but you know what's sad? Is that when that was you and you closed, and this thing's...
Yeah, bro.
Chad, when you look at that, look where we closed that TP, and this thing is just... it actually hurts a bit.
Let's check if we can find Powell.
A monster. We're going to hit that daily R1, but I think we'll go back there to Cribbo. Do you want me to find him on this side? Because I can pull out the audio.
Bro, he said something.
He always says something, bro. That man's living a movie.
Was there data coming out today?
No, it's just him talking. After him, it is
Trump.
Resources, and sometimes you need to show that. So there have been several times in our history, modern history, where the Fed has said, you know what, we're going to do a buyout. We're going to show the public. We're going to demonstrate that we are good stewards of public resources. So we thought, and I thought, that this is a time when we can, we grow at about, our headcount has grown at about 1% a year. So over the course of a couple of years, we're doing a careful scrub of the board and all the reserve banks, and we're going to find 10% of employees who can do something else, where we can streamline our operations, and we think we can get there in a couple of years. We think we can do that, and we think this is without taking risk to carrying out our critical missions. So this is something you do very carefully, thoughtfully, and you do it again respecting that we have critical missions to carry out. I've had a lot of experience in my prior careers, with headcount reductions and things like that, and this is how you do it professionally. You do it carefully, thoughtfully, with a lot of planning, and you do it over a period of time. And I think the Fed will be fine. I think no one will notice any decline in our ability to carry out our missions, and I think it's just us wanting to demonstrate to the public that we are actually good stewards of their resources. We're effectively wiping out 10 years of headcount growth with this. So, I mean, we wanted to show that, that we're good stewards.
How is progress on reducing headcount going so far? Are you on track to meet the goal?
We're just at the very beginning. As you know, we're doing a buyout program. We're going to hit that goal. I think many organizations find that they can do this. You don't want to do it every year or anything, but you can do it at intervals, and you wind up not interfering with your ability to perform your job. For the labor market to remain in balance near maximum employment over the past year. This year, the economy has faced new challenges.
Right, did it change though?
Also,
No. I think this is a.
Oh, that is the live one.
Oh, is this the live one?
Slowdown in labor force growth. Over the longer run, changes in tax, spending, and regulatory policies may also have important implications for economic growth and productivity. There is significant uncertainty about where all of these policies will eventually settle and what their lasting effects on the economy will be. Changes in trade and immigration policies are affecting both demand and supply. In this environment, distinguishing cyclical developments from trend or structural developments is difficult. This distinction is critical because monetary policy can work to stabilize cyclical fluctuations.
Bro, you said something that triggered an algorithm.
Bro, that is actually crazy.
There was something in his speech that triggered the algorithm.
Released earlier this month showed that payroll job growth slowed to an average pace of only 35,000 per month over the past 3 months.
I'm just saying, Chad, if anyone's still in gold now, I'd take it. Call it a day. That's 200 pips on gold.
This slowdown is much larger.
200.
200 on gold. That is crazy if you guys still there. Keezy still holding all.
Substantially. But it does not appear that a slowdown in job
He said good morning.
Oh,
damn.
In the labor market, an outcome we want to avoid. The unemployment rate, while edging up in July,
I think they programmed the algo. If he said anything good, you buy. And he said, good morning.
Other indicators of labor market conditions are also little changed or have softened only modestly, including quits, layoffs, the ratio of vacancies to unemployment, and nominal wage growth. Labor supply has softened in line with demand, sharply lowering the break-even rate of job creation.
I think next week's going to be a good week.
Rate constant. Indeed, labor force growth has slowed considerably this year with the sharp fall-off in immigration, and the labor force participation rate has edged down in recent months. Overall, while the labor market appears to be in balance, it is a curious kind of balance that results from a marked slowing in both the supply of and demand for workers. This unusual situation suggests that downside risks to employment are rising. And if those risks materialize, they can do so quickly in the form of sharply higher layoffs and rising unemployment. At the same time, GDP growth has slowed notably in the first half of this year to a pace of 1.2%, roughly half the 2.5% pace in 2024. The decline in growth has largely reflected a slowdown in consumer spending. As with the labor market, some of the slowing in GDP likely reflects slower growth of supply or potential output. Turning to inflation, higher tariffs have begun to push up prices in some categories of goods. Estimates based on the latest available data indicate that total PCE prices rose 2.6% over the 12 months ending in July. Excluding the volatile food and energy categories, core PCE prices rose 2.9%, above their level of a year ago. Within core, prices of goods increased 1.1% over the past 12 months, a notable shift from the modest decline seen over the course of 2024. In contrast, housing services inflation remains on a downward trend, and non-housing services inflation is still running at a level a bit above what has been historically consistent with a 2% inflation.
Yo, my Tesla stock.
The effects of tariffs on consumer prices are now clearly visible. We expect those effects to accumulate over coming months with high uncertainty about both timing and amounts. The question that matters for monetary policy is whether these price increases are likely to materially raise the risk of an ongoing inflation problem. A reasonable base case is that the effects will be relatively short-lived, a one-time shift in the price level. Of course, one time does not mean all at once. It will continue to take time for tariff increases to work their way through supply chains and distribution networks. Moreover, tariff rates continue to evolve, potentially prolonging the adjustment process. It's also possible, however, that the upward pressure on prices from tariffs could spur a more lasting inflation dynamic, and that is a risk to be assessed and managed. One possibility is that workers who see their real incomes decline because of higher prices demand and get higher wages from employers, setting off adverse wage price dynamics. Given that the labor market is not particularly tight and faces increasing downside risks, that outcome does not seem likely. Another possibility is that inflation expectations could move up, dragging actual inflation with them. Inflation has been above our target for more than 4 years and remains a prominent concern for households and businesses. Measures of longer-term inflation expectations, however, as reflected in market and survey-based measures, appear to remain well anchored and consistent with our longer-run inflation objective of 2%. Of course, we cannot take the stability of inflation expectations for granted. Come what may, we will not allow a one-time increase in the price level to become an ongoing inflation problem. So, putting the pieces together, what are the implications for monetary policy? In the near term, risks to inflation are tilted to the upside and risks to employment to the downside, a challenging situation. When our goals are in tension like this, our framework calls for us to balance both sides of our dual mandate. Our policy rate is now 100 basis points closer to neutral than it was a year ago, and the stability of the unemployment rate and other labor market measures allows us to proceed carefully as we consider changes to our policy stance. Nonetheless, with policy in restrictive territory, the baseline outlook and the shifting balance of risks may warrant adjusting our policy stance. Monetary policy is not on a preset course. FOMC members will make these decisions based solely on their assessment of the data and its implications for the economic outlook and the balance of risks. We will never deviate from that approach. So, turning then to my second topic. Our monetary policy framework is built on the unchanging foundation of our mandate from Congress to foster maximum employment and stable prices for the American people. We remain fully committed to fulfilling our statutory mandate, and the revisions to our framework will support that mission across a broad range of economic conditions. Our revised statement on longer-run goals and monetary policy strategy, which we refer to as our consensus statement to save time, describes how we pursue our dual mandate goals. It is designed to give the public a clear sense of how we think about monetary policy, and that understanding is important both for transparency and accountability, and for making monetary policy more effective. The changes we made in this review are a natural progression grounded in our ever-evolving understanding of our economy. We continue to build upon the initial consensus statement adopted in 2012 under Chairman Ben Bernanke's leadership. Today's revised statement is the outcome of the second public review of our framework, which we conduct at 5-year intervals. This year's review included 3 elements: Fed Listens events at reserve banks around the country, a flagship research conference, and policymaker discussions and deliberations supported by staff analysis at a series of FOMC meetings. In approaching this year's review, a key objective has been to make sure that our framework is suitable across a broad range of economic conditions. At the same time, the framework needs to evolve with changes in the structure of the economy and our understanding of those changes. The Great Depression presented different challenges from those of the Great Inflation and the Great Moderation, which in turn are different from the ones we face today. At the time of the last review, we were living in a new normal, characterized by the proximity of interest rates to the effective lower bound, or ELB, along with low growth, low inflation, and a very flat Phillips curve, meaning that inflation was not very responsive to slack in the economy. To me, a statistic that captures that era is that our policy rate was stuck at the ELB for 7 long years following the onset of the global financial crisis in late 2008. Many here will recall the sluggish growth and painfully slow recovery of that era.
Bro, I'm just thinking of it now. Obviously, gold is beautiful. We caught gold.
Even a mild downturn, our policy rate would be back at the ELB very quickly,
What?
probably for another extended period.
Imagine that, bro.
Inflation and inflation expectations
What
could
you were
then
showing me?
decline in a weak economy, raising real interest rates as nominal rates were pinned near zero.
That could have been a
Higher real rates
monster day for you.
would further weigh on job growth.
That
and
would have been,
reinforce
I'm
the
going to tell you
downward
now
pressure
what
on
it would have
inflation
been.
and
That would have
inflation
been
expectations,
huge.
triggering an adverse
I'll
dynamic.
tell you now.
The economic conditions that brought the policy rate to the ELB and
would have
drove
been
the
a
2020
monster
framework
monster
changes
day.
were thought to be rooted in slow-moving global
But I mean,
factors
gold
that
was
would
big.
persist for an extended period.
That NAS position of yours,
And they
that
might
would
well have done
been-
so, if not for the pandemic. The
That's what it
2020
would have
consensus
been.
statement included several features that addressed the ELB-related risks
Okay.
that had become increasingly
That would have been a
prominent
lack of
in
Friday, my
policy.
dude.
We need to
We
start turning
emphasized
these
the
lots
importance
there,
of
bro.
anchored inflation,
Yo.
longer-term inflation expectations to support
Churning
both
and
price
burning.
stability and maximum employment goals.
Oh, damn. Where's this
Drawing
thing
on
go?
an extensive literature on strategies to mitigate risks associated with the ELB.
This sounds exactly
we
like
adopted an average inflation target,
what's the name?
a
A
makeup
FOMC
strategy
meeting.
to ensure that
Yeah.
inflation expectations would remain well anchored, even with the ELB constraint.
I've got a weird
Particularly, we
feeling
said that
markets are
following
going to
periods
sell
of
off as
inflation
soon as he
running
takes
consistently
questions.
Above 2%, appropriate monetary policy would likely aim to achieve inflation.
Most of the
moderately
time he does
above
stuff like that.
Chad, just be careful, hey?
In the
If you
event,
win the longs,
rather than low inflation.
it can run
ELB,
for days, yeah.
post-pandemic reopening
But
brought the
just be
highest inflation
very
in 40
careful when
years
it
in
starts
around the world.
answering questions.
Like most other central banks and private sector analysts, through year-end 2021, we thought that inflation would subside fairly quickly without a sharp tightening in our policy stance, as this slide will show. When it became clear this was not the case, we responded forcefully, raising our policy rate by 5.25 percentage points over 16 months. That action, combined with the unwinding of pandemic supply disruptions, contributed to inflation moving much closer to our target.
Also smell
without
the
the
sell-off.
painful rise in unemployment that has accompanied previous efforts. to
Yeah, I think if he's gonna just be
Additionally,
careful,
we
yeah.
considered how economic conditions have evolved over the past 5 years. During this period, we saw that the inflation situation can change rapidly in the face of large shocks. In addition, interest rates are now substantially higher than was the case during the era between the global financial crisis and the pandemic. With inflation above target, our policy rate is restrictive, modestly so in my view. We cannot say for certain where rates will settle out over the longer run, but their neutral rate may now be higher than during the 2010s, reflecting changes in productivity, demographics, fiscal policy, and other factors that affect the balance between saving and investment. During the review, we discussed how the 2020 statement's focus on the ELB may have complicated communications about our response to high inflation. We concluded that the emphasis on an overly specific set of economic conditions may have led to some confusion, and as a result, we made several important changes to the consensus statement to reflect that insight. First, we removed language indicating that the ELB was a defining feature of the economic landscape. Instead, we noted that our monetary policy strategy is designed to promote maximum employment and stable prices across a broad range of economic conditions. The difficulty of operating near the ELB remains a potential concern, but it is not our primary focus. The revised statement reiterates that the committee is prepared to use its full range of tools to achieve its maximum employment and price stability goals, particularly if the federal funds rate is constrained by the ELB. Second, we returned to a framework of flexible inflation targeting and eliminated the makeup strategy. As it turned out, the idea of an intentional moderate inflation overshoot had proved irrelevant. There was nothing intentional or moderate about the inflation that arrived a few months after we announced our 2020 changes to the consensus statement, as I acknowledged publicly in 2021. Well-anchored inflation expectations were critical to our success in bringing down inflation without a sharp increase in unemployment. Anchored expectations promote the return of inflation to target when adverse shocks drive inflation higher and limit the risk of deflation when the economy weakens. Further, they allow monetary policy to support maximum employment in economic downturns without compromising price stability. Our revised statement emphasizes our commitment to act forcefully to ensure that longer-term inflation expectations remain well anchored to the benefit of both sides of our dual mandate. It also notes that price stability is essential for a sound and stable economy and supports the well-being of all Americans. This theme came through loud and clear at our Fed Listens events. The past 5 years have been a painful reminder of the hardship that high inflation imposes, especially on those least able to meet the higher costs of necessities. Third, our 2020 statement said that we would mitigate shortfalls rather than deviations from maximum employment. The use of shortfalls reflected the insight that our real-time assessments of the natural rate of unemployment, and hence of maximum employment, are highly uncertain. The later years of the post-global financial crisis recovery featured employment running for an extended period above mainstream estimates of its sustainable level, along with inflation running persistently below our 2% target. In the absence of inflationary pressures, it might not be necessary to tighten policy based on
Cheers, my brother.
uncertain real-time estimates of the natural rate of unemployment. We still have that view, but our use of the term shortfalls was not always interpreted as intended, raising communications challenges. In particular, the use of shortfalls was not intended as a commitment to permanently forswear preemption.
Ethereum is up
or to ignore
10%
labor
in
market
15
tightness.
minutes. Damn.
Accordingly, we removed shortfalls from our statement. Instead, the revised document now states more precisely
Inflation above
that the
target
committee
indices are not
recognizes
coming
that
down
employment
anytime
may
soon
run at
today.
times
Though remember,
above
inflation
estimates
above
of
target
maximum
is not good.
without necessarily creating risks to price.
Chad, I'm taking a little short
Of course,
ski here on the
corrective
proper
action would
count.
likely be warranted if
Let's
tightness
just
in the
put
labor
it on your
market or
screen
other
there quickly.
factors pose risks to price stability. The revised statement also notes that maximum employment is the highest level of employment
I
that can be
took a
achieved on
little
a
short
sustained
ski.
basis in a context of price
I wanna,
stability.
just want to
This
say,
focus on promoting a strong labor market underscores the principle that durably achieving maximum employment fosters broad-based economic opportunities and benefits for all Americans.
taking a little bit of a shot here on it.
The feedback we received after participants reinforced the value of a strong labor
Yeah,
market for
just
American
for a
households,
correction, a little bit of an
employers, and
aggressive move here, a
Fourth,
little bit of a fade
consistent with
play.
the removal of
So
shortfalls,
I'm
we made
expecting
changes to
as a
clarify our
minimum for us to
approach
come
in
back
periods
down
where our
there.
employment and inflation objectives
So
are
just want to
complementary.
see if we can bring
In
this
those
proper
circumstances, we
count
will
a
follow
little
a
bit back
balanced approach
into
in promoting them. The revised
back
statement
into
now
the
more closely
blows.
aligns with the original 2012 language. We take into account the extent of departures from our goals and the potentially different time horizons over which each is projected to return to a level consistent with our dual mandate.
Let's see what
These principles
it
guide
does.
our policy decisions today, as they did in the 2022 to 24 period, when the departure from our 2% inflation target was the overriding concern. In addition to these changes, there is a great deal of continuity with past statements. The document continues to explain how we interpret the mandate Congress has given us and describes the policy framework that we believe will best promote maximum employment and price stability. We continue to believe that monetary policy must be forward-looking and consider the lags in its effects on the economy. For this reason, our policy actions depend on the economic outlook and the balance of risks to that outlook. We continue to believe that setting a numerical goal for employment is unwise because the maximum level of employment is not directly measurable and changes over time for reasons unrelated to monetary policy. We also continue to view a longer-run inflation rate of 2% as most consistent with our dual mandate goals. We believe
Chad, when we get about, yeah, I'm going to go break even as this
helping
is a little bit of a
long-term
counter
inflation
trend play.
expectations well anchored. Experience has shown that 2% inflation is low enough to ensure that inflation is not a concern in household and business decision-making, while also providing a central bank with some policy flexibility to provide accommodation during economic downturns.
I'm going to go break
Finally,
even here,
the
Chad.
revised consensus statement retained our commitment to conduct a public review roughly every 5 years. There's nothing magic about the 5-year pace. That frequency allows policymakers to reassess structural features of the economy and to engage with the public, practitioners, and academics on the performance of our framework. It is also consistent with several global peers. To wrap up, I want to thank President Schmid and all of his great Kansas City staff who work so diligently to host this outstanding event annually, counting a couple of virtual appearances during the pandemic.
Okay,
This is the
sell
8th
now.
time I've had the honor to speak from this podium. Each year, this symposium offers the opportunity for Fed leaders to hear ideas from
23.
leading economic thinkers and focus on the challenges we face.
Is this the
Kansas
yearly
City Fed was
Akiga?
very wise to lure
I
Chair
think
Vogel
so, yeah.
here to this national park more than 40 years ago, and I am so proud to be part of that tradition. Thank you very much.
Where's the session? Come on. I want to be a little bit greedy and go for like a 50% of this
Thank you very
move.
much. We'll move into the presentations. So I want to allow a minute for all of the members of the press to go.
There's the 50.
All right. Okay.
153. Am I gonna cry now for not taking those profits? Come on. Oh, no, here it comes. Come on, man. Oh, it's, that is break even. Ah! And I went big on it. So I can't see it quickly. Yes. Hello. Hello.
I'm going to wrap it up though, bro.
Okay.
Chad, on that note, I think we're going to get ready to wrap it up here. It is weekend. We had some monster trades here today for the guys. I mean, the fact that even when we look at this, for the guys, they're a little bit naughty and hard as well. That was 200. I took that, Chad. I didn't, was going to play after 200, nice round number. But the fact 200 looks small, all the way up to the daily R2, you could have had a, almost 360. Absolutely crazy. But Chad, great day on stream. Great way to end off the week. We obviously can see. Why did all the other cameras disappear? Well, at least put the other one there so I don't look completely just everything else black. But Chad, great way to end the stream. We had an amazing week, especially to the end. Like we said, was a choppy week, but coming out on top. The team has just been providing for you guys. So if you guys have been here this week, you guys have been eating. But it's the weekend. Enjoy it with your loved ones, your family. Let's hopefully, as all South Africans, the Borco bring it around for us again tomorrow. Have a good weekend. But again, Chad, please, if you guys haven't, drop a like, subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. We appreciate all of you guys, and we always appreciate all the love you guys show us. So please don't ever think it goes for granted. It truly, we also feel blessed to be in the position we are with this community we have built together, all of us together, not just us. It's a community for a reason, and we absolutely love you guys. So have a great one, Chad. We're gonna see you guys same place, same time as always on Monday. Do me a favor though, and again, take care of yourselves. Don't go do something you shouldn't do. Let's first put it out there. If you were in some of these trades, do not go and force something. Just call it there. Have a great one. But as always, Tad, we're going to see you guys then. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Peace and love, baby.
Just tell the chat there, I went full margin short.
You went full margin short, Chad. You really did. But peace and love, baby. Cheers, Chad.
Come here, girl. Come to the back. VIP. Drinks on me. Let me see what you're twerking with. Look at those hips. You make me smile. Go ahead, child. Get your sexy on. Get your sexy on. Get your sexy on.
Easy now, no need to go down. Easy now, no need to go down. Rock that run, that's where we're from. Whoop whoop when you run, come around. 'Cause now you're the talk of the town, yeah. Now you're the talk of the town, yeah. Now you're the talk of the town. Whoop whoop when you run, come around. Whoop whoop when you run, come around. 'Cause now you're the talk of the town, yeah. Whoop whoop when you run, come around. Easy now, no need to go down. Just walking gently and you're breaking a bone. Cool and deep, you have a style of your own. The saxophone is the sound of the top of the tone, yeah. I'm a record when you run, come around, yeah. Make me move, make me wall, body bubble. Let me know, say you're trouble when you're ready for the double. And you hate that, nothing make play with it a little. Why you so not tickle? I'm telling you to hate that, nothing make stay with it a little. Why you so not tickle? I'm feeling them.
Wait up.
When you run, come around. When you run, come around. When you're the top of the town. When you run, come around. When you run, come around. Easy now, no need to go down. Easy now, no need to go down. Walking gently and you're breaking around. Whoop whoop when you run, come around. 'Cause now you're the talk of the town. Whoop whoop when you run, come around. 'Cause now you're the talk of the town. Whoop whoop when you run, come around. 'Cause now you're the talk of the town. Now you're the talk of the town. Now you're the talk of the town.
I could stick around and get along with you. Hello, oh, oh, oh. It doesn't really mean that I'm into you. Hello, oh, oh, oh. You're alright, but I'm here, darling, to enjoy the party. Don't get too excited, 'cause that's all you'll get from me. Yeah, I think you're cute, but really you should know. I just came to say hello. Hello. I'm not the kind of girl to get messed up with you. Hello, oh, oh, oh. I'ma let you try to convince me to. Hello, oh, oh, oh. Oh, it's alright, I'm getting busy, just enjoy the party. It's okay with me if you don't have that much to say. Kinda like this game, but it's something you should know. I just came to say hello. 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 Hello, oh, oh, oh. You're alright, but I'm here, darling, enjoy the party. You're alright, but I'm here, darling, enjoy the party. You're alright, but I'm here, darling, enjoy the party. You're alright, but I'm here, darling, enjoy the party. 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 I just came to say hello. I'm not the kind of girl to get messed up with you. Hello, oh, oh, oh. I'ma let you try to convince me to. Hello, oh, oh, oh. Oh, it's alright, I'm getting busy, just enjoy the party. It's okay with me if you don't have that much to say. Kinda like this game, but there's something you should know. I just came to say hello.
Coupe, picture my side, it's a movie. Hot, blue cheese,